Note that this is the largest and most brutal tank battle in World War II, the Battle of Kursk. A Tiger tank destroyed all the cannons with its own strength. It not only blocked the attack of more than 50 Soviet T-34 tanks, but also killed 22 of them. However, it itself did not have 67 bullet holes filled, but it was not a fatal injury. At the same time, the Tiger tank became famous in one battle. In 1943, after the victory of the Stalingrad War, the Soviet Red Army took advantage of the number of tanks, pursued the chase, and reclaimed the lost territory, defeating the German army. On July 8th, the German soldiers were fighting fiercely on the battlefield, attacking the Soviet T-34 tank. Without heavy fire support, they were helpless in the face of the Soviet tank group. They could only use their rifles to shoot at the tank groups. However, the bullets hitting the tank's armor sounded like a pipa and not like a machine gun. A large number of Soviet tanks pushed forward while covering the soldiers and fired fiercely at the tanks, making the German army helpless and retreat. The German tanks surged forward like a tide, and the German soldiers could only lie in the trenches and hold their breath, avoiding the tank's repulsion. After the tank's repulsion, they threw down their rifles and hurled anti-tank grenades at the German tanks. 2 of the tanks were destroyed by the anti-tank grenades, but they did not stop the German tanks. They continued to advance. However, what they did not know was that, after the fall of the front, a new German Tiger tank was staring at them. Commander Franz Staudinger went down and looked far ahead to observe the situation of the front. At this time, the T-34 first turned over the fall and appeared in the field of view. However, these 3 T-34s obviously did not find the Tiger tank and kept firing at the nearby station on their own. When the firing started, Staudinger made a sound, and an 88mm armor-piercing bullet came out of the gun barrel, and the blue flame flew to one of the T-34s. The bullet hit the front armor of the T-34 and instantly ignited a fire. However, the rest of the tanks did not find all of this. Another loud noise, another T-34 turret was directly fired at. Staudinger continued to load the bullets. At this time, the gunner rotated the turret, aiming at the third tank. With the sound of Staudinger's order, the third tank was hit in the engine and stopped moving. However, this T-34 seemed to have realized it was attacked by a tank, so it turned the turret to counter-attack. But the Tiger tank didn't give it a chance and fired a grenade, directly destroying it. In less than a minute, all 3 T-34s were destroyed. However, Staudinger knew that this was just the beginning. T-34 slowly appeared. Then the second one, the third one, more and more T-34 tanks turned over the slope and floated up. Staudinger was very calm. He ordered the gunner to find the target and continue to fire. In this way, several T-34s were hit and set on fire. In fact, the tanks only found the T-34s firing at them from afar. The T-34s fired at them from afar. The T-34s fired at them from afar.
See you next time.
The T-34s fired at them from afar. The T-34s fired at them from afar. The T-34s fired at them from afar.
Okay.
The T-34s fired at them from afar. The T-34s fired at them from afar.
Hello. Ding dong. Yeah.
The T-34s fired at them from afar. The T-34s fired at them from afar.
It's good. Safe. See you later.
The T-34s fired at them from afar. The T-34s fired at them from afar. But do you think this is over? No. Obviously, Staudinger is not going to stop there. He ordered the Tiger driver to continue to pursue. That's right. Staudinger is going to destroy all the tanks that escaped. When the driver confirmed that Staudinger did not hear wrong, he rushed out of the car. When they crossed the tank wreckage on the battlefield, they found that after the retreat of the Soviet army, they were in the tank group that was being repaired not far away. And at this moment, the Soviet army, who is still unconscious, saw the tank that was full of bullets, and they were scared to death. This tank left a deep shadow for everyone. At this time, the Soviet tank did not give them time to be surprised. The doctor thought that the Soviet target T-34 was decisively firing. However, the members of this tank did not have time to enter the tank and were taken away by the tank. The rest of the members who reacted entered the tank and quickly organized a counter-attack. But as before, every bomb was deflected by the Soviet tank armor. In this way, the Soviet tank entered massacre mode again. When the last bomb was fired, another T-34 was burned. The rest of the Soviet tanks did not choose to continue the attack, but retreated. Since then, Staudinger has been commanding these T-34 and destroyed all the bombs. With his own strength, he destroyed 22 Soviet tanks and thus established the reputation of the T-34. Due to the outstanding performance in this battle, Commander Staudinger was awarded the 10th Medal of Knighthood Iron. Other members of the fleet were also awarded the 10th medal.